Welcome to another video chock full of quarters.
Let's get collecting. Let's see what we got for quarters. Oh, look at that. Grab a handful of quarters and we're going to put it into the case.
Hi, this is Tammy and Greg with Chock Full of Quarters.
It's nice to see that you've come back to watch one of our videos. I do want to let you know that today's video is actually the same video that was last week of Greg counting the paper money, but we do have the actual count for last week. And the reason being is that I thought it would be cool to buy an iPhone. I've been an Android user for, I don't know, 10 years. And yeah, I can't work an iPhone. So this is what you're going to have to watch. But I just do want to let everybody know, watch to the end of the video because we are announcing the winner, the first winner of the Chock Full of Quarters
Giveaway,
the can full of quarters. So wait till the end and you'll see who won.
I'm going to do some viewer questions now. We had a few questions. First one's from Stephen Taylor, and he wants to know how close we live to the laundromat. Well, we live, if there's no traffic at all, we live in about a medium-sized city. It's about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how the lights behave. During normal traffic, that can get up to about 25 minutes. It just varies. And we have looked at purchasing, growing our business and purchasing laundromats outside of the area that were as far as 45 minutes away. While that's certainly not ideal, it was something we were looking at, you know, and we certainly considered it. And his next question was, he wants to know how often we stop in. Well, honestly, some days not at all. Some days 3 or 4 or 5 times. I get up and open 4 days a week, and we have an employee who opens the other 3, and we have another employee who closes and cleans 5 nights a week, and Tammy and I go down and close and clean the other 2. So we kind of try to fix problems if I see something when I open that one of our employees might have missed, like a leak, I may have to run to the hardware store and get something and go back, and you know, sometimes you're there all day. But there are many days where we don't go at all because one employee opens, another employee closes. So it just happens.
We used to close 5 nights a week and clean. And the laundromat gets cleaned every single day. We don't skip a day. We don't kind of do only half of it. It gets clean every single day because they make that much of a mess. But we used to do the 5 nights a week, and but now that our other businesses are really starting to take off and we're getting really busy, we found this really great employee, and now they clean 5 nights a week. And you have to be there. I mean, even 2 nights. Sometimes I feel like even going 2 nights, we're still missing stuff. We're missing broken machines, or we're missing, because you will see signs that there's somebody coming into your laundromat and they're messing with you. And they're messing. We had somebody coming in. They stole the bolts off the toilet. We don't know what that was about, and that's all they took was the bolts off the toilet. We thought they had sheared off, but someone had actually taken them. We find someone had removed the glass from a dryer. It didn't fall out from the video. They removed it. So having a presence there, it does keep down. It keeps down a lot of stuff. When people think that we're around or we're watching, I tell people that we sit around at home and watch the video, like stream. It's been streaming. They think that, but it's not true. We're going to be getting streaming video, but right now we don't, but we tell people it does, and they believe me. And it helps keep down a lot of the homeless problems that we can have. But you have to participate in your business. If not, these people will take advantage every step of the way. So we just try to be there as much as we can when we need to be. And he asked, Stephen also asked, how do we go on vacation? It's very easy. You book a vacation and you go. Actually, it is that easy. But you have to have a few things in place. Before you buy a laundromat, you have to make sure that you have somebody you can trust. Not your wife or anybody else that you'd like to go on vacation with. You need to be able to trust somebody who's going to be able to come in and take care of your business. They have to be able to do the money. They have to be able to make your deposits. They have to be able to deal with your customers, because your customers are not going to wait 7 days for you to come back. They need to talk to somebody, because there are times things happen. You can watch, there have been incidences around the country where a baby got caught in a machine, or things that happen. Like, people lose money, and they might just come in with money just to do one wash, and they're going to want their money back so that they can do their wash. And machines do break. They're machines. So you're going to have somebody who you can trust to deal with your customers, take care of your money, because it's cash, and you just can't let anybody take care of your cash. And we were very fortunate. Unfortunately, we didn't have any family where we are. Greg and I both moved to the city, and our families were elsewhere. But we were very fortunate because we had the employee that came with the business. She worked hard for 2 years to prove that she was a good employee. She did what she said she was going to do. She would do what I would ask her to do. And she was competent. And I began to trust her. And so we started doing like little mini vacations, and she would do well. And then we decided that's it, 2 years. We went 2 years without a vacation. We were like, let's go on a cruise. So we decided to book a 5-day cruise, our first vacation in 2 years. So we got on the plane, got on the boat, out in the middle of the Caribbean Ocean. Excuse me.
And the first morning, 6 o'clock, I get up to use the bathroom, and my phone rings. And I was, one, shocked I got service, but two, I answered it, and it was our employee. And she's telling me somebody tried to break in the back room, and they busted up the door pretty good. What do I do? So my old job, my boss had his side business was doing drywall and framing and drywall work. So I called him up, and I was like, "Hey, buddy, can you help me out here? I'm kind of, literally in the middle of the ocean." And I gave him my employee's number, and called her back and told her, "Hey, this guy's going to be calling you. Whenever time you guys can get together, you need to work that out, and he'll come see what's going on, and he'll do what he can do." And they worked it all out. He went and basically put a new door in for me, and I was just like, I cost about $400. When it got back, I squared up with him, gave him the money, everything. He helped me. He saved my butt, or I should say, he saved our butt. So, it's the stuff you don't think about that's going to potentially cause a problem. We have a lot of glass windows in our place, and we have, on speed dial the local glass shop that puts the windows in. We deal with them, and I'm just like, hey, when we tell our employee, hey, if something happens, here's who you call for this, here's who you call for this, here's who you call for this.
Yeah, we had pretty much planned. We had this whole book, and we had planned for just about every situation. An upset customer, broken glass, things in the parking lot, things that people would leave behind our building. Cash management, deposits. We had gone over everything. The only thing that we did not talk about was somebody trying to break in to our back areas. And, but it was definitely a learning. We learned from that. Never again did we ever go away and not talk about it. So we always have our phone list for her up to date. So those were his questions, right? Dante asked a question. What made us wait on our stack dryers? That's real easy. Money. It is money. And we wanted to do a whole video on how it is we bought this laundromat, why we bought this laundromat, how much we paid for it.
The story of us.
The story of us. And we're going to do that. But for this, we're just going to let you know that for 10 years, we had a mortgage. We owner financed with the previous owner. And so we leased the building. So we were paying for the business. And then we had to wait. We just, the money wasn't there for us to be able to go in and add this extra payment for new equipment. And the other reason is that I firmly believe if it ain't broke, don't fix it. In the sense of, yes, the dryers break and we do fix them, but in the big scheme, my customers love my dryers. They work well. They get nice and hot. They can dry quickly. It only takes about 75 cents to dry a load, because our dryers do get nice and warm and dry their clothes quickly. And the only reason I want to do stacked dryers now is because I want to add more washers. That is the only reason. If I wasn't thinking about adding more washers, because I want to get a very large washer. I want to have the largest washer here in my city. And we're looking at anywhere between 80 and 100 pounds. So to do that, I need to get stacked dryers so I can put in the big 75-pound, couple of 75-pound dryers and make more room for washers. So that's pretty much why we waited on the stacked dryers. One was money, and two, okay, it's money. It really is money. The cost. So, Dante, I hope that answers your question. I'm going to let you finish up watching. Greg, count the rest of this money and get ready, because we're going to announce the winner of the first can of quarters from Chock Full of Quarters. See you in a few days with another video. Hi everyone, it's Tammy and Greg from Chock Full of Quarters, and it is time to give away the can of quarters. Well, we've taken them all out. Can you hold that? Oh no, I can't get the bag open. So this is all of the names for everybody who subscribed and said and put in the comment section.
I want to be chock full of quarters.
So give it a shake. Put your hand on it. Give it a shake. Really big shake. Okay. Go ahead. Pull it out. Let's see who it is. That's it.
The winner is
D-Gal. D-Gal, you are the winner. I know you're a new subscriber. You just subscribed today. So congratulations. I will be contacting you. Just in case you didn't know, you need to make sure that you're going to be able to provide me with an address we can ship this to you. And also you're going to have to sign for it. So D-Gal, congratulations.
Congratulations.
We want to thank everybody for subscribing and for liking and commenting. We love the questions.
Yeah.
We are just so grateful for all of you. We're up to
32 subscribers, and
today.
Hopefully that's just the beginning.
It is.
So.
And if you really could hit that like button,
yeah.
We really want to get our channel going. It would be just so helpful for us.
And if you like what you see, you can share it on social media with your friends who also might like watching us collect, or might just want to enter to win the can full of quarters, or count the money, or hear the funny stories, or might want to invest someday, or whatever, or they just might enjoy watching the video for whatever reason they like it. We'd be totally okay with that, and we really appreciate all the support. And we do appreciate all the support you've given us so far.
Yes, it was wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.